Well, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've now reached the time in the evening where we all get to see the groom shift uncomfortably in his seat in nervous anticipation. That's right, I've just been asked to give him the drinks bill. I don't believe in roasting the groom on his special day. Therefore, this speech won't contain any controversial or embarrassing stories about Chris. Instead, I'll only refer to the pleasant, loving side of his character. Thank you, and good night. I would like to say how lovely everyone looks today. Of course, none more so than the bridesmaids. Thanks to them also for their invaluable help in organising today's events, and also for getting Rebecca here on time. From what I understand, it was quite a struggle. In fact, they are only outdone by Rebecca herself, who I'm sure you'll all agree looks absolutely stunning today. Well, what can I tell you about the groom? I've known him his whole life. 4th of July, 1979. This is the day my life changed forever. As Christopher Terence Stobbs entered the world and started talking right from the get-go, and as you all know, hasn't stopped since. Christopher has been known by many names through the years by his family and friends, like Christoffel, Toffalax, Endomorph, and many, many more. But it's the names that he randomly likes to give himself that really gives you an insight into his mindset. Like when playing soccer as a goalkeeper, he'll introduce himself. I am the wall, because nothing can get through. Or on the golf course, I am the dominator. But my favourite is after a few beers, and he starts to do a little bit of rapping. And out comes, I am the flow. I am a lyrical genius. That's true. You'll see later. I've had the honour to watch Toffalux grow up through many experiences that have helped mould him into the man he is today. From a baby when he came into this world and proceeded to absolutely destroy my dinky car collection and my much prized yellow earth mover truck, which has clearly left a massive psychological mark on my life. As his big brother, I've had the responsibility to look after him, not only from external forces, but from himself as well. My mother's words of caution always rang through our ears. If you hurt yourselves, I will kill you. And then I'll give you a bloody good hiding. To that end, I've had to, on many occasions, have to step in and be the messenger to protect my butt. Like the time he'd taken the form of Bruce Lee and proceeded to kung fu kick the glass door of our lounge. All the time he had a massive BMX accident when he was told he wasn't allowed to be out riding. All the time he thought he was an electrician. And he tried to fix a light and proceeded to blow the plug and set the carpet and himself on fire. Then there was the time when he was 6 years old, watching cartoons before school, and he got thirsty and poured himself a large glass of raspberry juice, which was in fact a bottle of sherry. By the time breakfast came, my mother was getting rather agitated after asking him multiple times, calm down and sit down properly on his seat. When she finally realized that her sweet little child was drunk as a skunk. So I had to go to school and tell his teacher that he was sick and was not coming in for the day. Everything would have been fine if she had not asked me why. What is wrong with him? Not giving it a second thought, I just said, he's too drunk to come to school. As all of you know, Christoffel, once he sets his mind to something, there's no stopping him. He's completely dedicated to the cause, no matter what the subject is. Like when he was an absolute youngster, 4 or 5 years old, he decided he wanted to play chess. Unfortunately for us, it was a constant nag. We wanted someone to play with, so he constantly nagged us. Thankfully to the folks, they bought him a computerized chessboard. And I can honestly say that board was pushed to its limits. Another time in high school, he decided he wanted to become a public speaker and a debater. So he enrolled in a university course. Then one day, a debate came around at school and about gender equality. So Chris argued for all boys to be able to wear earrings. This obviously didn't go down too well with the powers that be, but being Chris, he never stood down and organised the first school protest. In all seriousness, though, Chris is always there for anyone. No matter what the time or need. He goes out of his way to make people feel welcome and loved, and is always reliable in any situation. This is what makes me so proud to be his brother. Chris, here's some advice on married life that I'm sure all other married men in the room will agree with. I haven't started this.
No, I mean, don't give that advice. Get married. Best thing ever.
Number 1. The wife should always have the final word in an argument. Anything after that is the next argument. The best way to remember your anniversary is to forget it once. Whenever you write, say nothing. It's not worth it. Chris, you leave here today having gained a wife that is warm, loving and caring. A wife whose outer beauty is surpassed only by her amazing inner radiance. Rebecca, you leave here today with a gorgeous dress and a bouquet. Chris, you will be speaking shortly. Now that you're a married man, this will be the last time you get to speak for 3 minutes without being interrupted. So enjoy. And finally, I'd like to ask everyone to raise their glasses for a toast. To the beautiful bride and groom, may the rest of your lives be fulfilled with joy and happiness. Mr. and Mrs. Stobbs.